Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Wednesday, the 24th day of December 2025. It is in the news that because of Christmas season, that Inspector General of Police has directed heightened security at Nigeria's worship centers, highways, others, bomb-counter-terrorism units on high alert, all because Christians want to celebrate Christmas. Anyway, as I always said, all my videos has nothing to do with religious connotation, but this is just an art of saying the truth, saying things the way it is. The Inspector General of Police is deploying counter-terrorism bomb unit to worship centers on highways and so on and so forth. Yes, it is good he's doing this, okay? It is good he's doing this. But the questions I want to put forth, and I would like you to answer the questions with me. Number one, how many divisions of counter-terrorism unit do we have in Nigeria? It's not more than 2,000 divisions, the whole Nigeria. So, if it is not more than 2,000, then how many churches are they going to guide? How many highways are they going to guide? The bomb counter-terrorism unit that they are putting on high alert, how many divisions do they have? Please, why can't we Nigerians or people who are trapped in Nigeria at this moment, why can't us think like everlasting solution to all these things? So you think that by crying every day, deploying counter-terrorism unit, bomb all those things every day, every Christmas, killing every day, lamentation every day, so you people are not thinking what I'm thinking. So you think that this is the way that your generations to come will continue to live? No, sometimes the way I think, I don't know whether other people are also thinking like this. Like, you mean your children will come and live like this? Your children will come and live like this? Your generations to come will come and live like this? No. And I want us to reason for just for a minute. Let us think about everlasting solution to this. So many people said no. Now, we're about to enter 2026. The insecurity will increase. Why? Because apart from the false agenda of these extremists, the terrorists, the politicians who are also sponsoring them for that agenda, we also use them for election, making the insecurity during every election to always increase. Especially when there are so many people who are opposing the real powers that be. Pay attention. Now that Inspector General of Police is saying that bomb counter-terrorism units should be on high alert, they are going to deploy troops to churches. This is because they have gathered enough intelligence. DSS confirmed the alert from that missionary, American Missionary Society in Nigeria, saying that Christmas Eve, that is today, that terrorists are planning to bomb churches and so many places, right? And that confirmed what we had earlier said even 2 weeks before he made that statement. So the issue here is this. We cannot continue to live like this. Everything you think that is the solution, I doubt it. Like having a good leader, you think someone will become a president and the person will just solve all these solutions, all these problems, sorry? Absolutely no, because you can become a president but you are not in charge, just like Tinubu. When it comes to the Nigeria economic situation and economies, the foreign powers are controlling Tinubu. And France is playing a major role there. Imagine France will be collecting your taxes, controlling your taxes as Nigerians. This is what you have been blaming all these Francophone countries. Now it is already upon you. Now, not only that, Tinubu went to the extent of violating and committing treason by altering the legislation. Nothing did happen. He can bribe his way to what he wants. Now, apart from the issue of the economic situation being managed by foreigners, by the neo-colonists in Nigeria, the issue of insecurity, Tinubu is not in charge as well. People are controlling Tinubu, what to say, what to do about it. And that is why it seems that US interference is creating tension. Because people who are controlling Tinubu, most of them are the people who want Nigeria to become a Sharia state. And Tinubu is yielding to their control. And here is US saying opposite of it. That is why you see all this noise on social media, all this noise on television station. But the real people are dying. The real people are dying. Now, what did the IGP actually say? Let us read this article from Zara Reporters. It says the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, has directed a nationwide strategic deployment of police personnel and operational access to guarantee a safe, peaceful, and crime-free festive season. In a statement released by the police public relations officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, on Monday, the IGP outlined that the deployment forms part of Nigeria Police Force proactive security strategy for the Yuletide period. All zonal assistant inspector generals and state command commissioner of police have been instructed to intensify patrol, ensure visible policing, carry out intelligence-led operations, and engage communities to boost confidence in the force. As I said before, what the IGP is doing is a very good thing. It's the right thing to do now. But my own concept about this is that how long shall we continue to live in fear? This is an act of fear. Fear of bomb, fear of extremists, fear of terrorists they call bandits, fear of Boko Haram, fear of ISWAP. Fear. How long can we sustain this fear? How long can we sustain a country you live with fear? It is important we start thinking of a lasting solution, which is to return Nigeria the way Nigeria was before. Even when Nigeria was in regional government, for example, things was not like this because everybody was managing their own affairs. Even when Nigeria has nothing like Nigeria then, even before amalgamation, all these things you can never see it. I understand the battle. People resisted Osman Danfodio, who wanted to Islamize Nigeria before using Fulani Caliphate then. I understand those stories before then. It did not happen because the kingdoms were not one. So they resisted him. But now that they have joined people together, people are willing to use the federal power to Islamize Nigeria. That is the genesis of the cause of this insecurity. Immediately they brought Sharia into Nigeria. Immediately they implement Sharia into Nigeria, putting it in the constitution, and said that some northern states can now start practicing it. That gave birth to all this terrorism we are seeing in Nigeria today. The ISWAP, the Boko Haram, all of them. And like what I'm saying, I'm talking fact here. Go and read their handbooks. Their aim is that they want a Nigeria that is under Sharia. If they did not allow Sharia under Nigerian constitution and protect Sharia through the constitution, Boko Haram will never come. Yusuf had maybe he will not even have the thought like, let me start Boko Haram to implement Sharia in Nigeria. He will not have that thought at all. So the Sharia gave room for all this nonsense we are seeing today. And that is why any sensible person must think on how to end Sharia, not only in Nigeria, but in the whole world. It's contrary to civilization. It is contrary to normal life and everything. Like you see your fellow human beings, because they do not believe what you believe, you give them tax to pay. Like, what the hell is this? So, the article continues on and on, but what I'm trying to say that the Inspector General of Police is deploying all this bomb monitoring unit and so on and so forth, a lot of things. Why? Because there is an intelligence that Christians are going to be attacked. Yeah. They are all indications. Intelligence everywhere. DSS had confirmed it earlier. So my message to people is that please be at alert. You have only one life. Do everything possible to stay alive. Because it's someone who is alive that can even take, precautions and defend yourself and do whatever you want to do. If you are dead, you are dead. You just have one life. It is dangerous to be in a country where even the government are afraid of the terrorists. Having peace deal with them is very, very unfortunate.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is the principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation? That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia. So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. This second schedule. So this amendment is against second schedule, item 60.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is the principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim, because he doesn't even know what is Islam. If you are a Muslim, you have to live your life according to the dictates of Sharia. From the time you are born up to the time you will marry, the relationship between you and your parents when you are small, your responsibility to them or their responsibility to you, the relationship between you and your wife, if you marry, how you will marry, your responsibility to your wife, then your responsibility to the neighbors, to the entire society, is all defined under Islam, under Sharia. That is what is called Sharia. It is not just the capital punishment that people are talking about. This is just part of one aspect of Sharia. The major aspect of Sharia is called mu'amala. That is how you relate to human beings, other human beings, even animals. There are ways we have to cut and kill our animals. There are ways you enter toilet. There is way you come out of toilet. So everything in Islam is defined under Sharia. So it's a code of life for Muslims. So as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.